Well, last month, or I guess early this month, you and Umar Johnson started going back and forth.
Mm, he responded. He made a video, responded to something. He didn't say directly to me, but I got the context.
Okay, what was that about?
If I have to guess, um, over the course of my shows, I've oftentimes had women call in and say, "We don't like your tone. We don't like your tone. We don't like your tone." And when I say, "All right, if you don't like my tone, who does it better?" And on two or three occasions, women have called in and said, uh, "We prefer you like Dr. Umar Johnson." And I joked. And one time I made a clip. I was like, "So you want me to talk to you like Dr. Umar Johnson?" And I kind of did an impression of him and some guys who were kind of in his sector. Because I don't have any problem with Dr. Umar Johnson. What's funny is he and I probably agree on the majority of things. We disagree on some things, but we far more aligned. But if I had to guess, people have been trying to get folks to come at me, so I would guess that probably got shown to him and taken out of context. I can see how it kind of been insulting. And my point of making that reference was not to say that he's a bad person. My point was to say that the reason you allow, if I had like two kids and I weren't married to their mother, I get roasted for that. You know, they're pulling my high school pictures and everybody's trying to call me gay. I'm like, they're just trying to make up everything in the world. I'm like, well, so what you're showing is if a man tells you or talks to you in a way that you like it, a lot of stuff is excusable. But if a man just happens to say 2 + 2 is 4, here's the facts, data, and statistics, look at it yourself, then you get mad and say, you're bad and we got to destroy you. So we don't have any problem. We don't have any beef. I don't have a problem with him.
Yeah, well, I've interviewed Umar before. Interesting guy.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting guy. I mean, I'm not sure about the whole school that he's building. That to me was sort of the sketchy part where he took a bunch of money for a school, and I'm not sure if it exists or not. Maybe it does exist at this point, and everything is fair. But the one thing he said about you, he said, "I can't appreciate black men trying to make a dollar off of making black women feel bad." And it seems like when you have your videos, most of the women who come on the show that you talk to are black women. So do you feel that it's unfair that people are saying that you make black women feel bad?
Well, he didn't make that statement directly to me. He made that to that sector of YouTube. I guess the inference is. And let me retract that. My show is funded primarily by men. And talking about making people feel, I don't make you feel anything. You're in control of your own emotions. I think that's an unfair characterization by anything else, because if we flip that up, there are people who make money off of making women feel good and lie to them. There are people who openly pander to women, telling them everything is okay, and live false lives in their face, and women can see this and continue to do it. So I always say judge things on the outcome. Like I said, I've had more women. There have been more videos on YouTube saying Kevin Samuels has saved my marriage. I'm better. I'm married today because of Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels' advice works. I talk about this group I had on Facebook where people are getting together. People can focus on what they want to, but one thing I don't do is I'm not into judging how somebody makes their money. That's out of bounds. How money is made is irrelevant, because where I come from, it's called pocket watching. And why are we talking about somebody's money? We're all here to make money, and I make no bones about it. I don't do stuff that, if you're good at something, why do it for free? But to say you can't respect that, if that's what you think, then vote with your eyeballs and don't watch. But I think we need to be careful when we say those kind of things, because the next person it could very well be is you. Now, as far as feelings, I will say this again. It's all on what you choose to focus on. The videos where I'm sitting there empathetically talking to somebody, giving different kind of advice, different kind of points of view, doesn't get talked about. So I will give most people benefit of the doubt. and or a challenge. If you don't watch my broadcast from end to end, then you really probably don't. If you're judging me on clips or whatever, no one can stand up to that.